All right, guys, so if you're here, you might have had something like this happen. Or it's just time for regular maintenance on your Volkswagen TDI here. So I wanted to jump into this because there's a couple nuances of the TDI Sportwagen in the US market that A, I want to make sure you're aware of, and B, just get a video out there. You know, generally changing brakes is a pretty generic process, but there's always a specific to each platform, so we'll just cover that in this video. So first off, in the US market, the TDI Sportwagen has the GTI brake package. So that's going to be 312 millimeter front rotors, 272 millimeter rear rotors. A lot of auto parts stores are going to struggle to get you that information, and they will probably supply you with the smaller brake package on here. On top of that, because they don't typically know which one is which when they look it up in their system, it's likely they do not have the brakes for this car in stock. Now, a really easy solution to that is FCP Euro. These parts got here in the matter of 2 days. So we've got a full rotor set, full pad set, comes with a tube of grease. We have a 7 millimeter hex head ratchet here, a couple pry bars, some brake cleaner, and some PB blaster. And then obviously something to bust the wheels off the car. Keeping in mind, if you haven't done brakes on these before or even haven't taken the wheels off, there are lug studs, so it will fall off. The wheel will fall off, so be prepared for that. Just keep it pushed on the hub and you should be good. Can't forget to get some sandpaper too for cleaning up the sliders. So here we go. For me, this was a stuck caliper, and we'll start with the front. We'll show you how to get the caps off, get the sliders out, and remove the rotor, remove the pads, all that business, and put everything back together. So looking at the back side of it now, you can see we have these two caps. These are what cover your sliders here. Even up here with the corrosion, these should come off pretty easy. Just pop that off there. And now we have access to go at these with our 7 millimeter ratchet. So we'll go ahead and take a look at our sliders here really quick. This was on the stuck caliper. Still had a good amount of grease on them. Ultimately, are not looking too terrible. Obviously, we could always clean them up, but not horrible for what they were, which could mean our issues somewhere other than this, but get everything cleaned back up and put back in. So I'll go ahead and pop the spring out here, get this out from the off the caliper. There we go. Then we can start to work the caliper itself off. Put this out of the way. I'll go ahead and unhook the wear sensor up here. Now we'll go ahead and get the two bracket bolts out on the back. These are 21s. Okay, so we got our rotor off, we got the bracket off. We'll go ahead and clean up these surfaces, some of the stuff here. Give these a nice little cleanup so they're not so rusty and tight next time. And then push this caliper back in, get that thing cleaned up in there as well as we can, and start reassembling things. All right, so now we'll grab a set of pads and our grease. Okay, we got our first pad set here. Get this pad. This also has a brake wear sensor on it, but this pushes inside of the caliper. Okay, got that locked in. So now we'll go ahead and hang it over and get our pins through. Not doing so great in the rear here either. All right, so there is one special tool you're gonna want for this. You'll hear this if you do a lot of stuff with European stuff, but you're gonna want triple square, and specifically you're gonna want an M14 triple square. That's how you're gonna get the caliper off of the hub assembly there. You're gonna need to do that if you're getting the rotors off and everything. So make sure you get that before jumping in the job. M14 triple square. Otherwise, we'll just wrench on the back here, hold everything tight, get the slider bolt out, and then those triple squares, see if I can show them to you, right back there. That one, and then that one. So those are your M14s that you're gonna need to use. Just a quick shot. What your clips will look like in it. Get the pads in. And there we go with the pads in. All right, we got everything buttoned up, so we'll see everything is working okay. Once we do that, get the tires back on, we are good to go. All right, guys, morning after. Everything's all buttoned up and good to go, so that'll be it for this one. Hopefully that helped you out if you needed some help, just at least seeing the process. Pretty simple stuff, but that's it for this one, guys.